Ah, such a beautiful night when it rains. But all right. So I feel like I have more to say because I didn't really have anything, but I feel like I have more to say, especially going forward with Bray Wyatt now. Now that Bray Wyatt is officially back in WWE, after months, after all the turmoil, and possibly the feud with back behind the scenes with Vince McMahon and everything like that, and them trying to paint him as just having a narcissistic ego and being something he's not, which is credits some people do, but yeah, obviously WWE tried to really make him out to be of why they really tried to justify more so Vince McMahon of why he shamelessly did what he did to Bray Wyatt. So now after we're all over that and the way they did him, all stealing everything from him under his nose, like the stuff with Alexa Bliss and everything like that. Yeah, he's back in WWE now. After everybody basically speculating, and you knew Triple H was, and indeed, Bray Wyatt is now back in WWE. And definitely probably many questions, many concerns, and probably excitement of what people like going forward. What is really gonna come forward and really change forward going forward with Bray Wyatt? I'm sorry. My apologies. Yeah, what is really going to go forward and what is really going to benefit? How is Triple H going to roll the ball on this to really bring back forth and do justice to another star like Bray Wyatt? Well, and I know people are really going to start to hate me too, and that's why of course I've noticed, but they're really you're gonna have probably part of that toxic, or even some of my own, my Cosmos, or if whether y'all a little bit of y'all that agree with me or not, that you've been here for a while. I mean, it's okay, but yeah, you had that toxic fandom that just that really meat riders that like to ride Triple H so hardly because you have to praise everything he's doing right now because people want to pretend like it's a change. That's a whole nother day for that. And they want to act like Triple H is really changing the WWE right now. But I will agree in some parts, but overall, it's not really clicking yet. And it's a slow burn, and they're not really taking the measures to really, get a really true interest back in the WWE. So yeah, I say I could care less, but I know I'm gonna still really probably want to be on that opposing unpopular favorite and people, which is why people have unsubbed and really left my channel. That's like good, but if you don't really agree with because I've been pretty vocal about that of how I feel about Triple H when it comes to Triple H's booking. And him being in that sort of role of taking over and having a forth his own creative vision, which he doesn't. And I've been pretty vocal about that. If you want to go back into the archives, and yeah, and I stand behind all that. So yeah, like I said, if you obviously you can leave, and whether or not. So obviously, I'm gonna bother people with that, but. That being said, it really does beg my question going forward too of what they really are going to do with Bray Wyatt. There's many cool observations. There's many really cool angles, stories, such as a character they can bring back. I don't know, maybe he can go forward with a new character. There's so many things. I'm gonna say as far as like a storyline angle, character wise they can do. I already know Bray Wyatt has his creative mind to begin with. Yeah, he's really talented. But and then you have yeah. So this might be really a good thing. But I've heard obviously because you have some people that doesn't of course you're gonna have that's natural, but yeah, some people don't really agree with Bray Wyatt even coming back or him being, ones like Russo, I think, but like Russo or Cornette and just people really don't agree with more so like saying like his character doesn't fit in or the Fiend wasn't really all that good. Yeah, like I also noticed that too, but how they say the Fiend was a terrible character to begin with, and they don't know why. I've heard that one of the things that's been flying around of the Fiend is it was always not that good of a character. It was a horrible idea ever made, or the worst decision that Bray Wyatt can go forward with that. But everything concluded from championships to angles, story, character, all of that. But no, that's like they obviously, and I want to say it right now that they obviously had that wrong about that. And just Bray Wyatt as a whole, first of all, yeah, he would have got instantly buried. He would have got instantly buried, and because they felt the other side, they felt that he should have gone to AEW. And obviously, come on now, he would have gotten straight after like that pop rating that AEW likes to do. They need. They would have just sent him. They would have sent him straight to AEW Dark, straight to DDD. But yeah, this is obviously he was going back to WWE, the correct decision for him, and so forth. But yeah, I don't. When it comes to the Fiend character, I really like that character, just per se. Even though my favorite character iteration, the whole thing with me, I like the cult leader, the master manipulator mind of Bray Wyatt, and everything with the Wyatt family. But yeah, I've also liked the Fiend too. I've liked that, and it just shows you how he's able to just shift characters and how he's really have a creative mind. Like I say, I'll say also that Bray Wyatt is one of the very few that knows. He gets it. He understands of that you need to be a character. You need to be a very entertaining voice, mind to move, to really get into, to move crowds, people in general. Let's say he understands, he knows, and he knows how to be captivating and really interesting. And I would say, because it's not, definitely not him. That's and that would be the only problem with that. Of course, that help with is the problem with WWE, and obviously with Vince McMahon and that whole thing. But yeah, the Fiend was a really good character. And I felt like, yeah, because like I said, like I like that the whole, because we definitely need more characters like the Fiend, obviously, and I like Supernatural. Of course, I'm a fan of Kane and Undertaker, and I've always was really into those supernatural, just dark mystique characters that really just like scare like. And I like the Fiend also. It was a really good. It was a really good fresh touch. Yeah, definitely a fresh touch and new beginning for Bray Wyatt, and really it opened the doors of what he could have done with that further. But yeah, even though I like that, but I would have personally liked for him to go back to Bray Wyatt, which it may seem, it looked like Extreme Rules, which he pretty much did. That we maybe the whole thing with the the lights and the world is in his hands. So yeah, we may have already gotten back to that. But so yeah, there's many things of what I question of their plans of what Triple H is going to do with that. What is he really gonna? What are they really going to go forward? What's going to be the big decision going forward to start off with Bray Wyatt, from his glorious return? Are they instantly gonna bring the Fiend back? Are they gonna, just immediately send him with and pair him back up with Alexa Bliss, and you're gonna get that whole just irritating saga again. Or are they gonna bring the whole thing with the Wyatt family back? Like I said, there's so many things that they could possibly do, and like I said, I'm kind of scared about that fact. Or the whole, I might even not to begin with, but like I said, it might send the whole thing with the Fiend because of that. Because Triple H is not really. Cause like I said, nowadays he's not big on character, and he's with the whole just one, because he wants his buttocks being kissed, but he's big on the whole indie scene, the Daredevil indie, but femboy fags, and him really praising and trying to bring that to a really mainstream attraction. So, like I said, what I meant and what I'm possibly scared for, and when I say that is maybe he could dumb down his character. Maybe Triple H could ask him, because I've heard also, I've done my research, of course, and I think whether it was an interview or not, Triple H doesn't seem to think of himself as a fan, of Bray Wyatt, and even went as far as to obviously say in favor of Miss McMahon, he or whether it's himself or not, because he does take after Vince, but he said that Bray Wyatt is basically the enemy of his own, that he's the enemy of his own self, and that basically also saying that he's very difficult to work with, and he can't understand him. So as much as people would like to think that this could be a very big thing, kinda, but is it really in the long run to really help WWE also and to get it back on track? I don't really think so. As you see, was as if you already didn't know that of what I just said. Triple H apparently isn't a fan of Bray Wyatt and of his creative, so definitely would have to see that, especially tomorrow. This coming this SmackDown. When SmackDown comes around, I'll probably definitely be paying attention also. So, like I said, there's many things that could happen. Like I said, I'm not going to say I don't want to go back to the Fiend, because I really want to see him, whether we can go back and open new kinks and what he could really do with the Bray Wyatt character again. The cult leader, the twisted hillbilly, the leader of the family, Sister Abigail and all that. Because I don't think he might bring back Redbeard. Triple H might, just bring back Redbeard also, because you already had Braun Strowman. So he might just bring back Redbeard, and they may, go back to the Wyatt family, which is why I brought that up. Or, they might just work their way up to immediately going back to the Fiend, and then something may happen with, Alexa Bliss and everything like that. I know that they pretty much have put that to bed, but they've with the whole therapy sessions thing, and probably I think they got rid of that too, of her still holding on to the doll. So you never know. You never know what that might creep back into. So definitely excited to see what's gonna happen next. But there's a lot of things, and I feel like that should really go forward with whether it's with the Bray Wyatt character, and they could it could really benefit from this. So definitely they have to see SmackDown when SmackDown comes around. But I definitely wanted to just real quick come forward and talk about this particular session. And if y'all want to talk to it or anything, what y'all think about this, or what's really going to happen, what's really going to go down with Bray Wyatt now that he's officially back, and now that he's back with WWE. I said it before, I don't think, and I'm still kind of standing on it, I don't think anything really exciting is really going to happen. And I think he's probably Triple H is, probably going to really instantly put him in a feud or something like that, or just try to let Bray Wyatt do as he does, whether it's the Bray Wyatt all of a sudden, the Bray Wyatt character, or if it's back to the Fiend, and they will just roll with that and try to see if that just really calms fans down. But as far as like trying to really cultivate a story, or really just have him really just put off audiences, and just really trying to have where they can just really have him, the character itself would just really be off-putting and just disturbing and creepy, and just back to that again. I don't think they're really going to do, like I said, I don't think he's really going to captivate and capitalize. I don't think Triple H is really going to do anything with that, but we'll have to see. So, a lot of questions and answers don't want to be answered. So, a lot of come forth SmackDown. So, if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. Whether or not, definitely very discussions that can be had. So, I'll see y'all later. And this was kind of I just had this in my mind, and I wanted to talk about this real quick. I had more to say about Bray Wyatt, and what could possibly be more? What could going forward? What's gonna happen next? What are they really gonna be doing big? Possibly. So I'll see y'all later. I'll be out. Stay blessed.